ceremony of the first international conference on theory and practice of electronic governance, Macao, December 2007. My name is Tomasz Janowski. I'm the head of the Center for Electronic Governance at United Nations University, International Institute for Software Technology, the main organizer of ICEGOV, and I'm also the program committee co-chair of the conference. In the first place, I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce our distinguished guests. Mr. Lau Si-Yo, Secretary for Transport and Public Works, Macao SAR Government. Dr. Mike Reed, Director of the United Nations University International Institute for Software Technology. And ICEGOV General Co-Chair. Dr. Sharon Dawes, Senior Fellow at the Center for Technology in Government, University of Albany, State University of New York, and ICEGOV General Co-Chair. Dr. Hyeun-Suk Rhee, Director of the UN Asian and Pacific Training Center for Information and Communication Technology for Development. Dr. Wu Ziliang, Member of the Administrative Council of Macao Foundation. Dr. In Seo-Kei, Director of the School of Macao Polytechnic Institute. I would also like to welcome ministers and senior officials from government represented here, distinguished guests from Macao government and delegates from governments, universities and non-governmental organizations from around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, e-government is now at the cornerstone of administrative reform carried out by governments worldwide. Initially, e-government was about establishing public websites to publish government information online. More recently, e-government aims at the delivery of advanced transactional services that seamlessly cross the organizational boundaries between government agencies and between public and private sectors. Now, e-government is expected to lead to technology-enabled transformation of government organizations, or even expected to underpin new forms of public organizations built around information technology. However, as the development of e-government involves multiple concerns, technological, organizational, managerial, regulatory, it is notoriously complex, expensive and risky evidence of a large rate of officially failed projects. The experience of such projects clearly shows that over-reliance on technology, insufficient collaboration in government, lack of emphasis on building human capacity and inadequate public consultation often lead to failure or at least at best limited benefits. As a result, the focus has been recently shifting from technology-enabled government operations to improvements in interactions between government and non-government stakeholders, so from e-government to e-governance. Under the new focus, it is no longer acceptable to let technological or organizational issues drive electronic government initiatives alone. Instead, a multidisciplinary, multi-stakeholder and community-oriented approach is required. In addition, many countries recognize the importance of international efforts aimed at sharing of experiences and knowledge, development of generic, customizable solutions, and alignment of national approaches. International and particularly UN organizations play an important role in this regard. The ICEGOV conference series has been established as a global forum to join researchers, practitioners and developers interested in advancing research and practice of electronic governance in both national and international contexts. By design, the conference aims to bridge research and practice in a whole range of disciplines relevant to electronic governance, from information technology through public administration and policy to social, management and political sciences. By design, it is also aimed to enable close interactions between participants from government, academia and non-government organizations so that each could benefit from the interactions with others. Our hope is that ICEGOV 2007 will mark the beginning of a global community of practice for electronic governance able to cross not only national but also institutional and thematic borders. ICEGOV 2007 is co-organized by the Center for Electronic Governance, part of United Nations University International Institute for Software Technology, Macao, Center for Technology in Government University at Albany, State University of New York, United States, and UN Asian and Pacific Training Center for Information and Communication Technology for Development. The conference is organized under the official patronage of the government of Macao SAR, and I would like to express our sincere thanks to the government in the hands of Mr. Lau Si-yo, Secretary for Transport and Public Works, for endorsement, for tremendous help and generous support offered to the conference. I also wish to thank Macao Polytechnic Institute for offering the venue for the conference, Macao Foundation for financial sponsorship, Public Administration and Civil Services Bureau for coordination and support, Macao Government Tourist Office, Macao Government Education and Youth Affairs Bureau, Macao Post, and the e-Government magazine for sponsorship. The conference would not have happened if not for the support we received from these organizations and their staff, and I wish to thank them all in the hands of the guests present at the podium. At this moment, I would like to ask our distinguished guests to present opening remarks. I would like to first welcome Mr. Lau Si-yo, Secretary for Transport and Public Works, Macao SAR Government.
Good morning, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I have great pleasure in welcoming you to the first International Conference on Theory and Practice of Electronic Governance. The conference provides an excellent forum for participants to share knowledge and experience and gain new insight into electronic governance. It brings together the participants from all over the world to gain access to the latest findings in electronic governance, both theoretically and practically. Good government represents an aspect of new paradigm in public administration, and it emphasizes the role of government in providing high-quality services to citizens as our commitment. Macao SAR government has been active in the promotion of electronic governance, which plays an electronic role in our public administration reform. As the official patron of the conference, we encourage innovations that can facilitate positive outcome and full social participation. I congratulate the United Nations University, the University at Albany State University of New York, and the United Nations Asia Pacific Center for ICT for Development, South Korea, for the excellent work in organizing the conference. I wish the conference every success and all participants a very rewarding experience. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lau Si-yo. I would like to now welcome Dr. Mike Rhee, Director of the United Nations University International Institute for Software Technology and the General Co-Chair of ICEGOV.
Well, I would like to welcome you on behalf of UNU-IIST, which is our institute, which is part of United Nations University, which maybe you don't know exists, but it does. The head of the university is Under Secretary General of the United Nations. We just had the council meeting in Tokyo. It's worldwide. There are 14 institutes, of which we're one. Each institute has global responsibility for one topic. Our topic is software technology, and we are global. And during the last year, we've been to North Korea, Kazakhstan, Palestine, Nepal, Peru. We go everywhere. Sudan. Our job is to bridge the digital divide. Historically, we've been more known for pure research, which may seem odd, but we're the only people around that train the leading edge in the developing world. If you look around the world, the major professors in developing countries, more likely than not, were fellows here, and we're very proud of that. A few years ago, my predecessor, Chris George, talked to the government and became involved in e-government in Macao. It was something we thought, we live here, we should be of use to the government, and we started this project. And Tomasz was hired to start this, and it did very well. Now Tomasz has taken it on with the Center for